All right, good morning from a very brisk day in Chicago. We are playing our final game here at the Winter Wonderland Classic. We will be playing the same team we played last night. So it should be at least hopefully a nice, clean game. After the game last night, Daphne made the comment that she said this team is really nice and friendly, and sometimes that's good positives to take away from it. I am waiting for Christy to come on over here. She may have to leave us every once in a while, so unfortunately that means you get me, and I'm not nearly as good as anybody else. There she is. Do what you need to do. I'll just kind of hang in here.
It's a little chilly out
It is really a lot of chilly out here, actually. I put on my 2 pairs of pants.
Thank you. I do too.
Woo.
All right, Scouts fan. Sorry I was a little late, but I knew you were in good hands with Jamie. She's running camera today. I think Katie's doing the clock again for us.
Yeah, Katie is doing the clock again.
Quite the tag team effort
I
here.
will try to do the shots on goal, but it kept freezing you last night, so it kept erasing all of it. And I was like, well, screw that. I'm done with that.
Yep. And that's all right. So interestingly, we played this team last night. We ended up tying them 2-2. But I could swear to you, shots on goal were like 50 plus
it was
for
at
us.
least
like
2-1, maybe 3-1. It was a lot more.
So Scouts are definitely putting them on net, but most of them right into the body of the goalie, and the goalie played the body very well. So we'll see what we've got going today. I think Davison is in net today.
He will be in the net today.
And last night it was Miss Daphne. Both goalies did pretty well this weekend. Scouts just haven't really been able to get the W quite yet. So we tied the first game Friday night, lost our first game yesterday, 3-0, and then tied again last night. So this does have us in the consolation bracket for this weekend. As you can probably tell, we are on an ODR, outdoor rink. It's a little chilly, but it's kind of a cool view.
I heard on the news this morning as we were walking out that the wind factor makes it about in the teens.
Yay. It's so good.
It's like 20 degrees without the wind.
Yeah, it's the wind is definitely making an impact here, but players look like they're warming up here on the ice. We have just about 45 seconds left, and we'll get that buzzer and puck drop here for the game of your Scouts, Kansas City Scouts versus Fox Motors.
I am really hopeful that we take some positives out of this weekend into St. Louis next weekend and have a really good tournament.
A good tournament, yeah.
I'm hoping that ending this game or ending today with hopefully a win will send us to St. Louis with some.
And what's tricky with how we're playing is we're not playing poorly.
No,
these are not games of standing around watching the game around you. It was actually more like unlucky bounces and not getting the lucky bounce.
100% agree. I mean, it would be nice if we could find a way to get around the goalie and not just hitting at the goalie, but it's not like we weren't making the shots.
Right.
I would be more concerned if we're not making the shots. And it's just we had 2 goalies who were ready yesterday. That just was the case. And I feel like the goals that were scored against us were also a bit unlucky in many way, or just some mistakes that were made, and just those happen, and you just have to make sure you're making up for it by getting it in the net. So I'd like to see us litter the stat sheets today.
Let's hope so. And we are missing Matthew Heffernan. He's somewhere really cool for his sister, who got invited to play on a national team for soccer down in Florida. So definitely missing Maddie and the Heffernan crew today, wishing their daughter good luck in her matches.
And I'm sure that they're much warmer and more comfortable than we
Yeah, they're probably laughing at us freezing up here in Chi-Town. All right, Fox Motors counting out. They're going to be the first ones to take the ice. They're wearing red shoulders, blue jerseys, red pants for most of them. I guess some are in black too. Our kiddos are in white today. I guess I can say the boys, since Daphne's not on the ice this, or at least planned to be, I should say.
Planned to be not on the ice. So, and I imagine that's not going to change unless there's an injury. And we don't want that to happen.
Yeah, don't put that into the universe, Jamie. No. We got everybody in white.
Do you need some gloves?
No, I have some. Okay. All right, looks like we've got Coleman taking the face-off, number 22. He's got Lvovich to his left and Jack Johnson to his right. Boys win the face-off, get it over to Jack, who gets it over to Mills, playing right D. Bennett Johnson out there to support left D. Fox Motors coming away with it. They get a shot back into the corner. Fox Motors wins the foot race, gets a quick shot offer to Davey. Davey able to make the save. No rebound cover. Scouts battling hard to get that one out of the zone. Max trying to clear that. That's offsides on Fox Motors. Good look by Max to clear it. Wish he would have gotten a little bit more on it, but it was enough to draw Fox Motors offsides. We'll also get a line change here. So out comes Schulte. He'll center Isaac Reeves on his left and Elliot Burnett on his right, backed up by Shemanik and Rohr. Face off one back to Shemanik, sends that one down. A little bit too much on it now, and that's an icing on the Scouts. Ice is holding up pretty well here. Thursday night when we got into town, it was pouring rain. And then yesterday it was pretty sunny. So
until it snowed.
Yes, we've seen it all here in Chicago this weekend. All right, Schulte, white jersey stays set as is. Schulte taking the defensive zone face-off. Fox Motors wins it, but misses their pass to hold the zone, and so we are hustling down. Fox Motors first one to it. Good challenge by Burnett behind the net. Fox Motors loses a stick. Burnett gets it over to Schulte. Schulte looking for an option. He's trying to get that back over to Burnett. Burnett into the corner to pick it up, getting it over to Rohr, intercepted by Fox Motors, who makes a pass through neutral zone, picked up by Shemanik, dumping that one back down deep. No icing on that. Boys are going to have to hustle. I've got Reeves and Burnett back there. Rohr here at the top of the blue. I had a line change. Out came Mozingo for Schulte. And not a great attempt to hold the zone quite yet by the Scouts. They stay on sides as we're dumping that one forward. Finally pick it up. Reeves going to take a quick shot. Goalie makes a save. And Fox Motors almost put that in on their own goalie. Goalie able to make a quick cover. Quick glance of the Fox Motors bench. It looks like this is the exact same team we would have played last night. Goalie's rocking his beanie again.
I think it's so cool. I want to know what it is. Is it a beanie or is it part of the helmet?
I do not know. Face off one by Mozingo over to Allender. Tries to go over to Mills. Loses it, but recollects it through neutral zone. Mills now with it. Working it around a couple players, loses it, but picked up by Allender, who's trying to chip that one back over to Mills. Mills tripped on the play, no call. Allender stays aggressive with it in the corner, looks for a backhand shot. Goalie makes a save. We collide with each other, which allows Fox Motors to get that one down. They get it over the red line, send it in deep, let their kiddos go to work. We got Ashton with his red gloves out there. First one to the puck, and that's Phoenix, number 2, now with the puck on his stick. He's working this one forward, trying to go maybe coast to coast here. Phoenix has got Mozingo if he needs him. Phoenix coming all the way in, looking for a quick shot. Tight angle there, unable to get the shot off. Goalie able to cover it. Mozingo with some good speed, though, trying to get that rebound. Decent hustle by the Scouts so far this morning. Need to seem a little bit more aggressive in that offensive zone. Coleman, Lvovich, Johnson out for your forwards. Johnson and Shemanik out for your D.
What I've seen too so far is that it looks like they're trying to be creative, getting around the goal.
Here we go, and that's Max Lvovich taking a shot just outside of the post. Good look by number 8. Rebound picked up by Fox Motors. Bounces over Shemanik's stick through neutral zone. He's going to hustle back to collect it. 93 with it, behind our own net, looking for an option. Tries to get that one over to Johnson. Sails past his net. Icing is waved off. Johnson with a stride about the same length of that kid that he was going against. Total height, but Fox Motors still able to keep control of that puck. They're going to pop that into neutral zone, held up by Shemanik, who's going to send that one back down deep. Wings are going to have to hustle in. Fox Motors again, first one to the puck, goalie out of his net to play it. Not a lot of hustle by the Wings there. Could have had a cool play, but Reeves now in there. Lvovich, Reeves. Shemanik taking the shot from the point, sails outside of the net. I've got Johnson, Shemanik. Max got stuck out there. He's going to try to take another backhand shot. Not quite enough on it to get the biscuit buried, and we're going to send this one down. Sent down by Fox Motors. And so that will be a offensive zone face-off for the Scouts. And the line changes will finish. So I've got Reeves out there with Burnett. Rohr, Schulte, and Mills. Schulte taking a knee on the face-off, gets it to Reeves. Reeves takes a shot, goalie makes a save. Rebound was loose. Burnett tied up in front of the net. Good look by the Scouts. Let's do that one again. 9:41 on the clock, 0-0. Schulte trying to win that one back over to Reeves, but Fox Motors able to get a stick on it. Good work by Reeves and Rohr to help hold the zone. Schulte in to help out in that corner. He's tied up by 2-3 different Fox Motors players, able to get around him, looking for an opportunity. Gets it over to Reeves, kind of bobbles it a little bit, still gets it over to Burnett. Burnett trying to get it up to the defense. Mills took a couple shots there, but opportunities, but he finally got it back over to Burnett. Burnett trying to get it over to Schulte or Reeves in front of the net. Schulte tied up and taken down on the play on the boards. Rohr helps hold the zone. Schulte back on his feet. Now trips a kid. No call on the play. Someone coming in to defend his player, but Schulte still with it on his stick. Gets it over to Rohr. Rohr looking for an opportunity. Takes a quick shot. Goes off a couple bodies. Burnett tied up by Reeves. Kiddo's got to start playing together. Both of them, though, still battling hard. And Fox Motors trying to clear that one out. Read well by Mills. Mills taken down by number 45 in blue. Schulte challenged hard on the boards. Keeps possession of the puck. Looking to slide that one over.
Man.
Just gets under Reeves' stick. Rohr pops in to help it out. And Burnett and Reeves both trying to get something behind the net there. Nobody in the slot as Schulte was going for a change, causing the Scouts to have to back check hard here. They're going to dump that one down. Davey in net has an eye on it. No cover. They get a quick backhand shot. Davey ready for it, able to save.
That was a good save because that was a tough one. Not seeing that come from behind him.
Yeah, I kind of watched that over. We weren't back checking too hard. They won the foot race and got something quick over to him, but Davey ready for it. And so out there, I got Mozingo with Heron and Allender. Good win by Mozingo. Good challenge by Phoenix to the neutral zone. Benny there now to help try to hold the zone. We lose it, but it's picked up in the defensive zone by Shemanik, who's looking for options. He's challenged by Fox Motors, loses it. Fox Motors trying to get that up to somebody, intercepted by Allender. Allender with a quick pass up to Mozingo, slides that over, and Mozingo now up on the boards, taps that one forward to Phoenix. Phoenix tied up by a couple Fox Motors kids, unable to get anything clean, but Shemanik helping to hold the neutral zone. He's going to work this one forward all the way into the boards, looking for somebody there in the slot. No forward there to receive that pass, unfortunately, and Mozingo taken down behind the play. He's up on his feet. Hodgson bobbles it at the blue line, and we're having to hustle back to help get this one under control. Neutral zone play here for both teams at 7:38 left on the clock. First period. Allender steals that puck away from Fox Motors, has it behind the boards, looking to slide that up to Phoenix, gets it there. Puck just kind of was rolling on him. I think they're a little bit unable to get a clean shot off.
That was a good pickoff, though.
It was great work by Benny Allender. Yeah, sliding that over to Phoenix, and Phoenix staying aggressive with it. Not a lot to do when that puck's bouncing on you.
I just think this ice is not friendly for us.
Yeah, I agree. Coleman in there with Lovovich and Johnson trying to get that back over to Mills to set something up. Bounces over his stick. He's got to hustle back. Johnson hustles with him. Mills picks it up. Mills, nice cross-ice pass over to Max Lovovich, number 8, who's had a couple of good shots on net already today. Max races down into the corner. Again, we're running into each other, though. Number 8 and 33. That was Mills taking a shot, sailed just outside of the net. Forwards trying to check back into position. It should be fair to say, though, that this line's not played together before this weekend. So coaches have had to make some changes with Heffernan being out and just moving some kids around. So, Jack Johnson slides that over to Coleman, and Coleman taps that one in. That was a goal for your Scouts.
Woo!
Good work,
White! Way to go, Scouts!
So that line that is new together this weekend gets, I think that they had a goal earlier this weekend too. So maybe second goal for that line this weekend, I think. But great look from Johnson up to Coleman.
Okay.
Schulte, Reeves, and Burnett out there. Schulte trying to win that one through the feet of his opponent. Fox Motors taps that one back in. Hodgson loses enough of an edge that Rohr's got to come back, help pick up the puck. Rohr with it, trying to work this one forward. He's got Burnett wide open. Burnett picks it up. Boys stay on sides. Burnett trying to slide that one over. Woohoo! I think that was my kid going in hot.
I was about to say, was he the one who ran into the post?
Oh, jeez. Schulte flying in. I don't know if he lost an edge or Not sure
Be careful there.
where he was, but slid himself right into the post. He's back up on his feet, taking the face off.
I will say I felt like that was one of the things that this weekend we've had some really good speed. We've been faster, but we're having trouble controlling it at the end.
I would say, consistently faster. I agree. Good battle here in the defensive zone as Fox Motors is trying to get one over to Davey. But we've got Roar with a good battle there on the boards, finally able to intercept something, and Burnett taps that one forward. Reeves turning on the Jets. Reeves working through a couple players. He's got 3 on his tails, but Reeves looking to get something off. Oh nobody went with him, as I think Schulte went for a change. Mozingo out there, bounces over his stick, picked up by Roar. Roar, Hodgson remained your D pair out there. Good cross-ice pass by Roar up to Reeves. Let's see if we can get it again here. Reeves, who's got a couple goals already on this weekend, makes some quick moves through the feet of his opponent, but he does lose it. That's a good challenge here by Benny, who's wearing his new cage. He's got a white cage. Benny, for as long as I've known him, has worn a bubble, so it's definitely a different look for number 28. And we got the rest of the line change out, so Phoenix Heron joins his crew, and he intercepts that as we're trying to clear the zone. He's forced, though, to make a cross-ice pass that does not clear the zone. Fox Motors trying to tap that one back in. Fox Motors picks it away from Phoenix, working that through neutral zone. Roar trying to tap that one back in. Hodgson now with it as we're paying a pass here through the neutral zone, but Phoenix ends up with it. He's able to slow down, deke around a player, takes a shot, goalie makes a save. Rebound is loose. Hustle, Benny! If you didn't know, I needed Benny to hustle there. He finally got there, and with some support from Mozingo, we get that puck over to Bennett Johnson, who gets it over to Phoenix. Phoenix takes a shot, goes off of the goalie's stick, picked up in the corner by Mozingo, who loses that to Fox Motors. Fox Motors coming with it. Come on, let's go! I'm yelling because we are by far the better team. I don't want to say that too loud, but we should be steamrolling these guys, so we've got to just keep our heads up and keep moving. Pass up to Benny in neutral zone is attempted to be intercepted by Fox Motors, which draws them offsides. I was going to say, so neutral zone face off. I've got Coleman, Lovovich, and Johnson out there for your forwards, Shemanik and Roar for your D. Face off one back to Shemanik, who gets that one tapped forward. That one bounces on the outside of the net. Shimmy is just too strong. Little less power on that.
I do feel that we take the big cuts hoping that someone's going to get it.
Yeah.
And
it just doesn't always work out that way. Yeah.
I understand you don't want to get picked off in the same way. Yeah. You don't want to end up back over here.
Yeah. Tricky stretch ice passes like that. And offsides at least gives you a second to kind of reset, which the Scouts have done.
I think it's better to go offsides than it is to ice.
Yeah. Working that one forward. All forwards have forechecked hard there, and Max now with it in the left corner. He's trying to slide that one back up to Johnson. Man. This line scoring the first goal of the game, 1-0 game. Roar with it. Roar's taking a shot, trying to bat that one down. Goalie making another save, or Jamie said it hit the post. Picked up by Max Lovovich, who's looking to take a shot. A little bit too much on it, too tight of an angle, but Shimmy steps all the way forward to get something there. Max looking for another shot. This might be the most shots on net I've seen Max Lovovich have all season. He's looking eager to get one in. Johnson, Coleman battling in the far boards there. Fox Motors trying to send that one out. I think it was tipped by Shimmy. So Roar and Shimmy go. Nice sauce pass there from Roar all the way forward, trying to get up to Schulte. Schulte's got it. Schulte's got the goalie. He's working them, and he scores! Already! Woo! Little Superman Sully. He's been for the goal. Yeah, he's been pretty down on himself this weekend, looking to get one. So
that was fantastic. Good job.
That was good. What was that? Ooh, thanks, Jerry.
Oh, wonderful.
Jerry getting me up close action of Henrik scoring.
I could probably cut it too for you, but
that's all right.
That was
I just like to see the Scouts up 2-0 now with goals from Coleman and Schulte. So Scouts battling hard here, trying to hold the zone. Schulte loses it over the blue line, picked up by Hodgson. Hodgson with some quick hands, intercepted there by Fox Motors. Good challenge by Mills as Fox Motors is shoved over into the boards. Mills makes a nice hit on them. Schulte in to help him out. Schulte now with it, battling through a couple sticks. Gets enough on it to tap that one forward to Reeves. Reeves looking to get that over to Burnett. Boys are forechecking hard, but puck just out of reach. Burnett lays out his body to try to do something with it, and Mozingo, who changed for Schulte, tries to come in. Hodgson with a nice shot. That one had a good direction. It was worn off the skate from a Fox Motors player. Mozingo is now tied up in a battle. He wins it, gets it up to Hodgson. Hodgson looking for a shot. He gets a shot. Reeves there and scores!
Yeah!
Yes. So
that was fantastic. Yes. As soon as it came over there, that's going in.
Good job,
exactly
Scouts.
what we were missing last night was that rebound goal.
Yeah, staying aggressive, staying hungry.
So love it.
Crashing the net, picking up the
rebounds.
The rebounds there that are just kind of being left out. So this goalie does not makes lots of good saves, doesn't quite control the rebounds. So
well, but he froze it so well last night. We didn't get the chances at the rebound.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I feel like we're at least making it so that the saves are not like his first saves can't be frozen.
Yeah. Yeah, and Scouts really are looking good, as we were saying. They're hustling this weekend. So we did finish that line change. So I do have Mozingo, Allender, and Heron out there with Johnson and Shimmy for your defense. We are close to Davy here, 3-0 game. Really nice goal there by Isaac Reeves to make this 3-0. Good teamwork, though, from the Scouts. And we are hustling over into the corner here again. That is Johnson Bennett with it. He's able to work that with Phoenix. Ends up on Phoenix's stick. He's trying to tap that one forward. Just goes under Benny's stick. Good hustle, though, by Benny there on the far boards. Fox Motors is going to send that one back down. No icing on the play. Shimmy's going to get there first. He's going to chip that around one of the big kids on Fox Motors, but loses it as he's trying to get that back over to Bennett. Good clear there for Mozingo as Davy's forced to make a couple close saves.
Good stick work from Davy to poke that.
Yep, and great sauce pass from Shimmy up to Phoenix over the stick of a couple Fox Motors players. Phoenix trying to get that over to Allender. Allender with it. Allender trying to work that one forward. Allender drops that back to Shimmy. Shimmy is going to shoot, goes off of a skate and a stick. Benny looking for it in his feet, trying to get that one back over. And we're going to hold the zone. Bennett Johnson, great hold, number 10, trying to work that forward. And he's going to take a quick shot. Goalie makes a save. All right, Scouts, let's keep this going. We got 1:16 left in the first period, 3-0 game. Last night, this team didn't really get very physical. Hopefully, we don't see that happen.
And I was saying earlier before you got here, I said Daphne had made the comment apparently last night.
That they were really
they were a very nice team. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Sometimes I will take that over anything else.
Max looking for another shot on net. Goalie makes a save. Coleman trying to tap that one in. Goalie had his pad down. Scout's still controlling this through the zone. And Roar is going to step all the way forward. He wants an opportunity to try to score. And we're trying to bat that one down, but goalie able to read it.
Just keep it on the net. That's eventually good things will happen.
They are working on that today for sure. We are under 1 minute left to play first period. And Coleman wins that over to Johnson. Johnson with a quick shot. And Coleman... That one went off of, I think, one of the other players, bounced back over to Coleman, who was ready for it. Quick shot, but goalie, unfortunately, ready for that. So let's do it again and bury it this time. Coleman over to Johnson. Oh, Johnson had it and then just lost it as he tries to shoot. Mills trying to take a shot there from the point. Mills working that blue line hard, and he helps to hold the zone, and now he ends up with the puck on his stick. Mills going to work this all the way forward, takes a quick shot.
That was a good
I think he was trying to go for a 5-hole there, but just went wide of the net, picked up by Max Lvovich. Max getting beat up a little bit there in the corner, loses the puck. Roar, here's his crying, is ready to help. He takes a guy down, and puck is down in our defensive zone, but picked up by Mills. Mills looking for the cross-ice pass, gets it up to Johnson. I've got 19 seconds on the clock. Jack Johnson with it. He's going to shoot, goes off of the post. Oh, bounces over.
No.
A stick, and Lvovich working hard to try to get that one in. Good look by the Scouts. Several opportunities there all the way from the point. Shimmy with his hard shot. Bounces off the boards, bounces over Roar's stick. I've got 2 seconds. That's going to be the end of the first period. Scouts are up 3-0. Lots of smiles in those white jerseys right now.
Really great pressure on the net. Mm-hmm. I feel like, we're starting to feel like we're making the passes. We're making the moves. Yep.
And everybody is shooting, which is great, but not in a selfish way. So they are passing. They are looking for opportunities. I'm going to look down the line real quick, but I think I've seen almost every player
having possession of the puck at some point.
And maybe even have a shot on net. I'm trying to think through all my defense, but yeah,
Well, I know that Hodgins did, and Mills has, and
Roar. Yeah, I think
Roar
we did.
did.
Burnett did
Mhm.
just down here.
Yep.
So I think you might have seen a shot on net from every single boy
I-
in white this
But
morning.
you want that. You want that. You know,
Mhm.
I love when our defense men are taking the first shot, and hopefully we're there because you can screen the goalie from the point.
Yep.
And that's fantastic. You know, and I'm sure last night was the disappointment of we had all these shots on goal, but it's the same thing. You're not going to make it if you're not taking the shots. We're taking the shots.
Right.
And today we can find the rewards for that. So
yeah, that's what you just have to keep going doing. Stay aggressive, keep shooting. Some games you're not going to get the lucky bounces
No.
and the plays, and sometimes you do. So,
but if we can keep the play on our offensive end, then we're saving ourselves from having anything scored against us. And
yes,
right now that seems to be. I think that should be our strategy.
yes. Keep on doing what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Scouts coming
Let's
up
go,
to
Scouts.
take the face off here. We'll see the goalies switch sides. So you'll have Davey on your left and Fox Motors goalie on your right of your screen. And it looks like I've got Schulte, Burnett, Reeves out for forwards, Shemanik, and Hodgson out for your defense.
But again, going into, we have another tournament next weekend. This is hopefully will be a positive for us moving to next weekend.
Let's hope so. Schulte in for the face-off. He wins that back to Burnett. Burnett taps it up to Hodgson. Hodgson gets it over to Shimmy. Shimmy looking for his forwards up. Schulte there. Fox Motors intercepts it. We're going to have to work this one back through neutral zone. Shimmy's going to have to turn on the Jets. Davey with a quick save as number 45 from Fox Motors gets a quick shot out from the point. Rebound stays loose, and we're working that between Hodgson, Shemanik, and Schulte, who finally get it over to Reeves. Reeves heads up, trying to get that over to Burnett, intercepted there by Schulte, who's tripped on the play. And Fox Motors trying to get this one back down. Shemanik challenging hard, working that up the boards to Burnett. Burnett looking for an opportunity. Schulte calling for it. Pass was kind of between him and Reeves. So Fox Motors able to intercept that. Good challenge there by Schulte and Burnett. Davies got to make another quick save. Fox Motors looking aggressive, wanting something to happen. Schulte picks it up after Davey makes a couple good saves, trying to clear that one out. Schulte could have been called on a hook there, but no call on the play. He stays aggressive in those far boards. But Fox Motors able to pop that one out. Too many scouts down deep, and Fox Motors gets a pretty clean shot off. And
there is a hooking
call. They are
call.
going to call hooking on Henrik, I think.
I don't know if that was the one that you saw or if it happened later, but
yeah, they did get him for that one. So we find ourselves on a PK with number 14 in the box for a minute 30. And our PK players coming out. Allender taking the face-off. He's got Phoenix, Mills, and Johnson out there with them. Fox Motors gets a quick shot off. Davey with the save. Mills able to read that one, picks up the rebound, trying to get that up to Phoenix. Just out in front of Phoenix, not able to get enough on it. Fox Motors going to take another shot from the point. They really like to shoot from the point. So
I know. Though I will say, you know, when we played Lincoln back in Omaha last year, that's what killed us was them shooting from the point. So, you know, it's good that our goalies can have a little bit more awareness on those ones.
Absolutely. Mills, again, picking that one up and intercepted pass between Fox Motors, and he's going to work that one all the way forward, trying to get that over to Phoenix. Loses it. Phoenix recollects it. He's got it back end of the neutral zone here, trying to
that's good work
skate some circles there and move around some Fox Motors kids. He does. He's got the puck. He takes a shot. Goalie able to shove that one wide. Picked up by number 28, Ben Allender, who stays aggressive with it. Still working the corner there. He's trying to get this into some open space. He takes a shot. Man. Goalie able to read
good
that
shot,
one.
Though.
Yeah,
good
look.
Shots.
Good look by Benny Allender there. Anytime you get a shot off on a PK, I am happy.
I'm always happy with that. A shorty is, you know.
Short-handed goals are always a nice thing to try to get.
For sure. It means that you're gelling and things are going your way.
We got Mozingo out there now with Lovovich, Shemanik, and Roar. And Mozingo now with it. Lvovich a little
here.
bit tied up, but he's working that around. He's looking to get this up to Shimmy. Shimmy's going to take a quick shot. Goalie able to save that with his glove.
That was actually a tough save.
Do you think it was outside of the net?
Do what?
Was it a little outside of the net?
You know what? It could have very well been, but I can see that being the goal that hits the post and bounces behind.
Yeah. Shimmy's going to try again here. That one goes behind the net. He's going to be picked up by number 8, Max Lvovich. He's working that with another Fox Motor kid there and Roar in there to help him out. Fox Motor ultimately coming away with it, but trying to clear it, gets it right over to Roar. Gabe Roar is going to take a quick shot, looking for 5-hole, keeping it down on the ice. Goalie able to make a save. Number 8, number 44 is still battling hard there behind the Fox Motors goalie, and we've got 33 seconds left on the Schulte penalty. Schmanek trying to help hold the zone. He's working this a one-man show right now, up close in your camera, number 93. He gets that one back, bounces over Lvovich's stick. We lose the zone, but we're going to recollect back up as we see the last 18 seconds here of the PK. Mozingo all the way over into the far boards. He hits a couple stick lifts, but able to keep possession of the puck. Gets that over to Roar. Roar looking to take a shot from the point. That goes, I think, off a body of another player. And we're going to send that one back down deep. Lvovich is going to have to hustle over. Fox Motors makes the save. Shimmy helps hold the zone. Shimmy's still staying aggressive on this shift. Tries to get that one back down to Lvovich. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as Coleman pops out. That's who Lvovich slides that one over to. Schulte out there now, too. Collided with the Fox Motors kid. Both of them went down. Schulte battles hard there. Gets that back up to Coleman. Coleman looking for an opportunity.
Oh, man.
Nobody there in the slot quite yet. Shimmy trying to send that one back in. Schulte's going to, almost collide with Coleman.
That could have been a poke in the back.
Schulte battling hard behind the net, looking for an opportunity. He's going to try a backhand shot. Goalie makes a save. No rebound cover. That's Roar again trying to make a save. And goalie finally gloves that one to stop the play.
I would have loved to have seen him take the backhand right behind the goalie. That would have been.
I think that's what he was trying
I know. That would have gone in.
Yeah, I think he just a little bit of an off angle, right?
I know. And it's difficult. I think, especially kids our age who haven't really practiced trying to do backhand or whatever. I compare it a lot to a soccer player on my son's team who has an amazing, amazing kick. However, if he can't kick on the left foot. And so he'll get himself in a position where he's right there to score the goal, but can't kick on the left.
Do it, yeah.
So, it's hard to train your body and your mind to be able to do the uncomfortable shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Scouts battling hard here. They are working in the defensive zone. Schulte able to pick that one up after a good battle by Mills in the corner. Trying to clear that one out to Reeves. Fox Motors bats it down. Burnett picks it up. He's tied up on the play, goes down, loses the puck. Reeves back checking hard. He's going to try to skate through the hands of that kiddo. He loses the puck, and Mills in to help support. Fox Motors pushing this one back down deep. It is getting a little bit chippy out here. Hodgson in there now in the corner, and let's see, he's getting that up to Benny Allender. Benny Allender looking to get that up to Burnett. Burnett able to tap that one forward. Now he's going to turn on the Jets. He's knocked down by number 8 from Fox Motors, who then picks up the puck behind their goalie. Allender challenges hard. Reeves able to intercept that pass, looking to get that over to Benny Allender. Benny, come on, Benny, come on. Benny trying to stick handle through the slot. Would have liked to see him to get a clean shot off as soon as that hit his stick. Loses the puck.
If he would have been able to pass it back to the point, we could have gotten it.
He was pretty tied up there, though, in the slot, trying to make something happen. Burnett got stuck out here on the ice. Heron out here now, trying to get this line change to happen for the forwards. Phoenix is looking to take a shot. Goes outside of the net. Allender picks up the puck. He's working that through the corner. Nobody there. A little bit out of position. Big whiff from Hodgson on that pass, looking to get it over to Heron. Finally gets enough on it over to Benny, but we lose it. We got to pick this up through neutral zone. Schmanek taken down on the play, and he is not wanting to get up. We'll keep an eye on Shimmy. It does look like he's moving around okay. I think that, unfortunately, I think he went into the boards with his back, and Shimmy's had some back issues earlier this season, so hopefully he's able to get up and get back into the game.
I'm not sure that can quite qualify as a penalty, but
unfortunately, I think it's how he went into the boards.
I think so too.
Not necessarily the hit.
I think he slid.
And Chin is back up on his feet. We have Coach Derry out there helping him out. Hodgson's got the other side, but he's skating on his own.
I love that Phoenix is right there on,
everyone there to help him out, make sure he gets to the bench okay, and see which white jerseys end up staying out here, as there is no call on the play again. That looked more like how he went into the boards than the actual hit that he sustained.
It was just an unfortunate slip.
So I got Allender out there with Mozingo and Phoenix. Phoenix now with the puck. He dangles around his head looking for an opportunity, and he scores! Great little toe drag there by Phoenix Heron, number 2.
It was so nice to see him be more, finesse.
More finesse. Yes, that is Phoenix's finesse move right there.
The finesse, yes.
He does a great job stick handling and does it at a speed. Most kids want to go so fast. He takes it nice and slow and controlled, and it worked in his favor there as he gets the Scouts' 4th goal of this game.
But he made the right shot. He didn't just go for a bullet.
He did. Allender taking off the puck there, able to still get that one down deep. Phoenix, not the finesse side of Phoenix, trying to challenge there for his player that was just hit, but
well-rounded.
Puts a shoulder into a kid, knocks him off the puck. Scouts do recollect it, but Mozingo loses it in the defensive zone. Fox Motors gets a shot off, sailed outside of Davies' net. Johnson trying to clear this one out, and we are again colliding with each other. And that was Mozingo and Johnson collide with each other, and Phoenix looking to draw the trip there. And I think he sold that one a little bit too much. And Fox Motors picks up the puck. Fox Motors battling through. Mozingo throwing his body into that one, trying to make a big hit. Puck goes into the far side. Roar now trying to make a hit, and you can hear more of the glass and the board action here. Johnson gets that one over to Phoenix. Phoenix
that was
got stuck on the ice there, but still made a move over to Allender. Allender with a quick shot. Goalie with the first save, trying to clear that one out. Roar's going to pick it up, take another shot. Goalie with another save. A couple Fox Motors kids in there to help out their goalie, and Allender trying to slide that one over to Mozingo, intercepted by Fox Motors. Fox Motors does a good job of skating it over the red line and then dumping it in, so not too many icing calls on Fox Motors. Hustling off of the bench is Coleman, who's looking to intercept this one, pick it up on the boards and do something with it, but he's challenged hard by Fox Motors in the corner. Good battle, maybe a couple fist punches there, but Coleman keeps aggressive with it. He loses it, but Roar's there to pick it up. Goalie looking to make the save. That was Mozingo trying to bat that one down. Coleman in the corner. He's trying to work this one through. Mozingo being called off by the coaches, but ends up staying in and making some good action down there in the corner, trying to help out Coleman. Max out there trying to make a good move. Coaches opening the boards, making me nervous. We're going to get too many men, but they're able to keep it 5-on-5. Coleman tapping that one into the corner. Jack Johnson now out there, number 33. Gets that up to Lvovich. Lvovich, a quick little drop pass over to Roar. Roar has to stick handle that on the blue line. But we are able to stay on sides. Fox Motors trying to clear that one out, and they eventually do. Johnson, number 10, is going to pick it up. He takes that in front of JV and is looking for an opportunity. That one, they got their stick on Johnson's stick, so he didn't get enough on it. But luckily, we were able to pick that one back up, and that's Max bringing it into the zone. Max bopped off of the play there. Jack standing a little flat-footed, unable to get to the puck, but he turns on the Jets through neutral zone as they are all back checking hard. Roar playing that one all the way into the corner, bops his kid off of the puck. They lose the puck there, though, for a second. Eventually picked up by number 21. Trying to slide that one back around. Hustle up, Scouts! Johnson playing that on the close boards here. Coleman, it's out, and he bats it kind of back into the mess. And Fox Motors tries to get something over towards Davey. We're trying to clear that one out, but it ends up on the stick of number 45, who takes a shot. Davey makes a save. Time check, 3:47 left, second period. Scouts have put 1 goal in this period, 3 in the first. Keep hustling, White.
Lots of chances, though. Lots of chances. I wonder why.
So my kids hate playing at ODRs when I cheer because you can actually hear. In an arena, there's too much glass and too much stands.
Here, there's definitely an open air.
Yes. All right, I got Schulte in there now. He's trying to win that face over Burnett. Burnett has the puck but loses it. Burnett and Schulte trying to work together there to get that through neutral zone, and they do.
Oh, that was good.
And holding the zone, we get it over to Burnett, who is tackled off of the puck. Schulte tries to come in and help him out. Reeves now gets it over to Schulte. Schulte taps that beautifully over to Reeves. Reeves trying to get that on his forehand, unable to get a shot off Schulte and to help challenge. Fox Motors trying to clear that one through. And let's see, that is Reeves and Schulte battling on the far boards there. Fox Motors getting pretty aggressive here in the second period. We are forced to get this one in the neutral zone and calm it down. Mills working that one through. Burnett finally gets in position to help him out, and that's Hodgson. Come on, White! Doing a little bit of standing around watching here. Not sure who wants to do what with it. Go, Mills!
There you go.
Good look over to Schulte to get this one into the offensive zone. Schulte with the quick action, working that one around the side, trying to find some kind of space. Gets it over to Mills. Mills is going to shoot, and that was Reeves trying to tap that one back in, but goalie able to control that.
It's a good shot from Mills to get it there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that was good probably work. A little off, when the goalie's not there. That's a good rebound goal.
Not my favorite shift for that line. I did see a lot of kind of standing around like who wants to go get it. We just need to keep staying aggressive.
It's not going to come to you.
Yeah, no, we gotta stay aggressive. Mozingo, who's had an aggressive game, he's out there now with Allender and Heron, backed up by Rohr and Johnson. Keeping me honest, they stay aggressive in the corner, get that one over to Rohr. Rohr works that one through. Good hands by Rohr, and a nice shot went off the back of a Fox Motors player, bounces off into the side, and it's picked up by Fox Motors. Benny with some good stick challenges there and is able to draw them off sides. Good work, Allender.
It is a horrible feeling when you get the breakaway and you hear the whistle.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. You're like, ooh, what's offside?
No, what's wrong with my teammates?
Bouncing face-off, to be honest with you. Ended up getting over into the defensive zone. Johnson wears it twice through his chest and plays that one forward and gets his head up, makes a great pass over to Benny Allender. Benny Allender challenged hard by Fox Motors, trying to tap that one over to Phoenix. Both of them kind of taken down in the back from Fox Motors. They get back on their feet and they're staying aggressive with it. Benny putting that close to the net, and their goalie's going to cover. Good work, White.
Almost had another good opportunity there, but overskated just a hair.
Just a touch. All right, so it looks like we're getting some line changes here. I will have Hodgson and Mills out for the defense, and then Jack Johnson, Liam Coleman, and Max Lvovich out for your forwards. Coleman taps that back to Mills. Mills takes a quick shot. Goalie able to read that. Good luck, good luck. Goalie's got a good glove. I'd like to see Mills do that and go blocker side.
I agree with that. I was almost going to say the exact same thing.
Let's do it, Mills. Come on.
Gotten right to the glove twice.
He did blocker.
Yeah. But that's exactly what I was saying. Go to the other side.
Goalie able to lift his elbow enough to get something on. That's in your feet, Mills. Mills picks it up as he was bobbling it through his feet, looking to get that up to Max. Max, who's had a lot of shots on net. I'd love to see him get one this game. Loses it just as he gets over the blue line. Picked up by Fox Motors, but good back check in there. And Hodgson able to get that one a little deeper in the neutral zone before Fox Motors clears that one down. We win the foot race. That's Mills, who's challenged by Fox Motors, trying to clear that one out. Gets a little dangerously close to Davey, but it's cleared up by Hodgson. Hodgson over to Max. Max trying to get that over to Johnson. And Coleman in here takes a kiddo down. And that was an icing on Fox Motors. No call on the Coleman hit. That was kind of right up here in front. I'm actually not sure that was a clean hit. I don't think the kid had the puck, and I do think he hit it from the back.
I agree.
We will call that one lucky. 1:09 on the clock. Second period. Scouts up 4-0. Schulte, Burnett, and Reeves out there. Schulte tying up on the faceoff, trying to kick that one out. Gets it up to Rohr. Challenged well by Fox Motors. Jamie, I have to take a
Yep, for sure. I'm going to do my best here, but I have terrible eyes, so... Blue takes a wide back shot. Oh. Chasing against the wall. Mills has it. Takes a pass to Burnett. Burnett just misses it, but still retains possession. Taking it along the back. Looking for the center. Goalie freezes, I believe, or it either comes off the post or down on the ground down there. Zingo's going to take the face off. Heron on his left. Heron gets it. Shot right into the body of the goalie. Trying to face off again. There's like 9 seconds, 10 seconds left in the second period. We are 4-0. Roar on this end. Poking it away. They get a bit of a, and that's the end of the second period. We are 4-0 going into the third. Definitely getting a lot more shots on the goal. So good work from the scouts here. It is a really cool, lovely area down here by the airport. I really actually enjoyed. We've been able to walk to the rink from our hotel. This little nice little plaza area with several restaurants surrounding the rink out here. So while it's cold and while it's on the ice hasn't been spectacular by any stretch of the imagination, but it's been a fun little area to be able to just park my car and not have to worry about it after that. Davey heading back to the net. Scouts are lining up. No, you're fine.
Yeah, mine too.
I have it right here.
Okay.
Christy is back, and that, thank goodness, because I'm really terrible at this. I said I have really bad eyesight, and so I'm like, who is that?
Oh, sorry about that, guys. I do have a little bit of a personal thing going on this morning, so I might have to step away again. But let's get this back into game mode here. Look at these little fist bumps here with Lvovich and number
Love
79.
The good sportsmanship is one of those things that I love to see.
I like to see it too. I also like to see the
That's
scouts working
offside.
that one all the way forward. Unfortunately, offsides. I've got Coleman, Lvovich, and Johnson out there, backed up by Hodgson and Mills. It's a good look. I feel like we were barely offside, so good eye by the ref.
It was close, but it was legit.
This ref in the brown has been here nonstop this week.
I know.
Like, I don't
like
know how
every game
he can feel his toes or his fingers right now. Like,
no,
oh
but
my
I think
goodness.
he needs to get a coat with the
Yeah.
with the stripes, so we
tell who he is.
So we know who he is.
Good work by the scouts through neutral zone. Puck race actually won by Fox Motors, but Max Lvovich turned on the Jets there and almost won that one. Fox Motors controlling this down deep in their own defensive zone. Good challenge by Johnson and Coleman. Puck goes off of a player's skate, and so we got to get a little bit aggressive here through the neutral zone. Mills looking to slide that one over to Max. They connect. Max bobbles it a little bit, picks it back up, trying to get this one out of the zone. Coleman trying to drop that back to Mills. Mills not quite ready for it. He's going to retreat back and make a quick move and now try to sauce that one up. It's worked a couple times in this game, but that time Fox Motors able to read that one, but they are offside.
I like the attempts, but I think that they need to have more awareness of each other, and the team that's really fully functioning, they know that.
Yeah.
And I get the attempts. We just need a little bit more time to develop the awareness.
Yeah. Oh, Schulte elbowed off of the face-off right in front of the ref. I can't believe that wasn't called. Okay, Schulte back up on his feet. Good battle by the scouts there, trying to work that one through. Puck got stuck on the ice. Schulte, Reeves both battling there through Fox Motors. Schulte's going to send this one down just out of reach of Burnett. And Fox Motors trying to get that back down. Schulte dodging a couple hits there, slides it over to Reeves, who was left wide open. Number 8 gets a stick on it. Reeves unable to do anything clean with it, but he's staying aggressive. He's trying to work that one through. Schulte picks that up. Schulte looking for some help as he's challenged by Fox Motors from the backside. Gets that over to Reeves. Reeves going to slide that up to Bennett Johnson. Bennett's going to shoot. Goalie makes a save. Burnett tied up in front of the net, unable to get a stick on anything to help out. Good work, Scouts!
I will say you're making comment on how it wasn't called. I have been less than impressed, especially during the Cyclones game yesterday. I feel like we're missing a lot of important calls. And it's not that I want to play this tit for tat game.
Yeah.
But also we're talking about things that could be potentially like harmful.
Yeah.
And we're not going to call those things, the cross-checking, the elbows to the head, like.
Yeah, that was pretty clear as day, an elbow right in front of the rest face. But Schulte popped up okay and got back into the play. Hodgson now working that. He got sucked down deep into our defensive zone, trying to get that over to Mills. Fox Motors definitely bringing a new level of aggression here in this third period. Davy's got to make a save and another save and ultimately covers that one. Good work, Davy.
2 good saves from him.
Scouts with the defensive zone face-off. Mozingo trying to win that back over to Mills. Mills a little bit too far over to the side, but gets there. Gets it up to Allender, who gets it up to Phoenix. Phoenix with a slow toe drag over the blue line, but unfortunately slow enough that Fox Motors is able to backtrack. They get all their players in front of them, and we're forced to kind of settle this one down in the offensive zone. Benny picks it up behind the net, challenged by number 77, looking to slide that one over. Ends up bouncing off the post there, and Mozingo gets it up to Hodgson. Hodgson with the shot sails wide of the net. Mills is going to have to step and try to get something on that. And you can see all 4 players racing. It was ultimately Hodgson who gets that foot race, and Mills who sends that beautifully over to Mozingo. Mozingo, don't force anything. You got it. Good work. Almost offsides though. Allender with it. Allender's going to shoot. Allender tied up on a shot, unable to get something clean off. Phoenix in position. He goes in to help Allender. Allender's going to send this one around. Gets it over to Mozingo. Mozingo puts a shoulder into a kid. Great play, Mozingo. What aggression back there, able to help out his team. And puck ends up.
My word.
That's 8U team behind us. I can hear by their screaming. And Roar trying to work that one into the slot, loses it. And Fox Motors unable to connect on their pass. They're going to pick that up off of the boards. And Scouts able to backtrack into position, and Fox Motors going for a change.
We got a little lucky that we avoided a breakaway.
We did, and that was Hodgson trying to get that up to Phoenix. Phoenix tied up on the play, gets it over to Mozingo. Mozingo taps that one forward to Jack Johnson. Jack, number 33, stuck in the corner there, and Bennett Johnson now out to help him out. Helps hold the blue line, gets that back over to Jack. Jack trying to slide that over to Max. Max tied up on the play. I think that was
what a
Johnson who ended up coming in. I think he ended up coming in trying to get that one close. Goalie was ready for it, made a save. Defensive zone face-off here. Just over 9 minutes left in this game. We remained up 4-0. Coleman taking the face-off, trying to get that over to Max. Max over to Johnson. Johnson over to Roar. Roar going to take a quick shot, put that towards the net, goes behind the net. Lvovich picks it up, gets it back over to Roar. Roar shoots and scores! Yeah! Roar! Whoa! And the celly from Coleman comes in with the fly and hug and takes both boys down.
Great shot.
Good job, Scouts!
Well, that was a fun celebration. Yeah. You're taking your own player out.
Celebrated like that in practice the other night by himself. He just threw himself into the air and down. Fun Sally for a great goal to make this a 5-0 Scouts game. The unfortunate about this, Jamie, is if we would have had this goal last night, we probably would have been playing the championship today. But that's all right. Cookie crumbles as it will. Scouts staying aggressive here in the defensive zone. Fox Motors intercepts the pass and trying to bat that one down is Lvovich, but Fox Motors able to get this one sent down. No icing on the play, picked up by Roar, who just got a goal to make this 5-0. He's trying to send that one forward to Jack. Fox Motors able to intercept it. They've got it, and Roar staying aggressive on this shift here is working that forward to Max. Max, good look over to Coleman. Coleman shoots, and goalie taken down on the play. No goal.
I agree with that. It's so frustrating when, like, this is the game we needed last night.
Mm-hmm. It is. But I'm glad they're getting it now.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to end on a high note, even though none of Shimmy is out.
Oh no.
I'm just noticing that now here, folks. He must have come out with a back injury. We're going to hope that gets resolved real quick. Schulte out there now with Reeves and Burnett. Schulte trying to get that one over to one of his wingers, and kids are forced to recollect this through neutral zone. Hodged into Mills. Puck a little bit too far out of reach, but he's going to pick that one up, gets it over to Schulte. Schulte's going to tap that over to
that's
Reeves.
nice.
Reeves sees some quick action. He's going to take a shot off the
Yes.
post. Oh, goes through Schulte's feet. Unable to get a stick on that one. And Mills coming in, taking the kid down from the backside. No call on that play.
We're going to see some sun now.
I guess they're not calling it on anybody. Yeah, I don't mind the sun. It's kind of nice, but these poor kids are going to be battling with quite the glare now.
And it's a heck of a glare, let me tell you.
Schulte's going to pick up a bouncing puck, but we're going to end up with a slash on Burnett. So we'll end up...
It's odd when we're making the calls and when we're not making calls.
It's interesting to me, yes, that you would call stick infractions.
But we're not calling the other things. Well, maybe this is our opportunity at the Shorty.
I hope so. We had a couple good looks on our last PK, but we do have number 25 in the box for 2-minute penalty. I missed that. I said minute 30.
They've been 2 minutes all weekend.
I missed that. I'm sorry, folks. And Fox Motors now getting dangerously close to Davey. Good play there by Allender to shove that into the boards, but Fox Motors keeps control of it right now. Good stick there by Rohr. Gets the puck away from Fox Motors kid that was getting dangerously close, but Fox Motors
and they score.
Able to score on Davey. So score is now 5-1, 6:21 left in the game. That'll take away the remainder of the Burnett penalty. Come on, Davey, it's all right. There's a good look by Fox Motors. They worked that one close to the net.
It was the right play.
Yeah.
And,
held the zone, had somebody right where they needed to be, and we just were not tying them up quite enough to...
rebound goal on that one. So
Jack. Okay. I guess Jack knew where he needed to be. A little bit of odd positioning there, but great opportunity for Coleman to win that back to him. Gets control of it, sends that one across the ice. Hodgson with some quick hands gets that up to Lvovich. Lvovich working that one forward. I gotta go.
Okay. It is just me again for a few minutes. Oh, we got a look here. Trying to take it up, but we are back behind. It's still not frozen. I have Lvovich right in front of the net. Jack is trying to get it there. Tried to pass it back to Mills. Missed. Now we have a bit of a breakaway, though. We've got 2 on, and they don't have anybody coming in. Mills sees that. He's going to run it down. He made the pass to Lvovich. Lvovich gets it, but he gets turned around. That's going to be on goal, even if it wasn't icing. Clear it out of the zone. We're going to get there. No icing. Trying to come up from behind the net. Oh, had a great opportunity, and it bounced a little bit all over the place. Allender taking it around, looking for a shot. He takes a shot. It gets blocked off by some of the defensemen in the back end. Johnson's at the point, and he misses it. So we've got a run on net here. Davey. Good save by Davey. Good game today from him. About 4 minutes. 4.5 minutes left in the game. 5-1. It would have been a running clock once we get to, if we were to get to 6. Phoenix tries to make a pass. I really appreciate that. But he had time. Mills. think that's Allender back there. Phoenix is Mozingo behind the net. And that one is probably going to be icing. And it is. I'm going to switch up lines again. Max, Jack, with Liam taking the face off. Benny Johnson also out on the point. I'm going to apply some pressure here. And that's going to end up down the ice. I think it was tipped. So no ice. Jack gets it. Oh. Getting it poked away. Jack is going to get there first. Jack is taking it all the way down. He's looking. He wants a shot. It gets taken away right in front of the net and back behind the net. Bennett fighting for the puck. Jack in there. We got 3 people in there, actually. Gabe is following the shot up. Gabe has it. I'm not sure how that wasn't called offside, but there we go. That is right into Davey. Oh, no. Davey couldn't freeze it, but he got lucky and got it back again. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. 5-1. It's going to be icing. Coming back around. Schulte taking the face off. Mills chasing it down. Burnett passes to Burnett. Mills then gets it, and I think Mills is going to try to take this down. No, passes it to Revo. Revo taking it in. Shot. Right into the goalie. Take a shot again. Burnett takes that shot. And that's probably going to be icing. No, they're not calling it.
And that's Mills tapping that one forward to Burnett. Burnett trying to work that up to Reeves. Reeves working that around over the blue line. And Mozingo out there to help support this line in the slot. Pass intercepted by Fox Motors. 1:30 left on the clock. Shot from the point by Mills. Goes wide of the net. Hodgkin's going to step forward. Pick that one up into the corner. Hodgkin with it. Working that around behind the net. Looking for some help. He's got a couple Fox Motor kids on his heels, so he's got enough on that to tap that towards the goalie, but we were just not ready to bury that one in. Good work by the scouts here, working this one forward. Reeves is going to try to take a shot. That one sends wide of the net.
Like 3 times.
Reeves?
Yes.
Zone held well by Mills, who's going to dump that one far into the corner. Burnett shoves the kid off the puck, but Fox Motors does have enough on it to try to work this one back through. Defensive zone held by Mozingo over to Mills, back over to Mozingo. Mozingo trying to work that around a big player from Fox Motors and just not able to get fully around him.
Did I drop mine now? Did that just happen?
I think so.
I think I've dropped this microphone like 10 times this weekend.
Mozingo out there with Allender and Heron. 41 seconds left on the clock. 5-1 is the score. Fox Motors trying to clear it out. Red by Roar, who's going to take a shot. Who already gave us our 5th goal. He's looking for another one. Johnson trying to help hold the line here. Challenged by Fox Motors. And Roar able to step in and help hold the zone. We get back on sides through neutral zone. We're back in neutral zone to get on sides. And Phoenix sees Mozingo, sends that one cross ice, 18 seconds on the clock, clicking down. Phoenix trying to get that one back over to Bennett Johnson. Bennett battled here hard at the blue line, shoves a kid down, still working that puck around. I got 5 seconds on the clock. And Phoenix with the puck on his stick. He's got it through neutral zone, trying to tap that one forward. And that's the end of the game, folks. Scouts win 5-1. Good way to end the weekend. I agree, Jamie. You take that win into St. Louis. St. Louis games start Friday night for all of our fans that want to watch. I anticipate we'll have one Friday, 2 Saturday, and one on Sunday.
Actually, don't.
Oh, just kidding.
It's the dumbest schedule. We do have one Friday night, one on Saturday morning, I think. Saturday morning, and then we have 2 on Sunday.
Okie dokie.
One game on Saturday. It's the weirdest dang schedule I've ever seen.
All right, well, I guess we'll have to find something fun for the team to do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We appreciate y'all watching and sticking with us this weekend. Send your favorite Scouts players some love. Tell them they did a good job, and we'll see you guys next weekend. Thanks.
All right.